You are complaining that I'm in front of you and I'm taller than you. You can't see even what is taking place. But remember, I might give you a chance to be in front of me, and you're going to find someone who is even taller than me, who has been distracting me. But since I did not complain, so if you get that chance to be in front of me, you will still complain because there is someone who is even taller than me who is going to distract you more. But what I can tell you, it's not about seeing what is in front of us, but it's about reaching to where we are going. You might take too much time, or you might walk a long distance to reach where you are going, but still you need to be patient. Patience is everything, that's what I can say. We might get a chance to go to the forest to hunt and get what to eat with zero experience. And I bet some of us, we might come out without even getting the rat, even getting the grasshopper from the forest. It is big. It has got so many animals you can catch and take back home. You prepare for your meal. But I bet we might come out of that forest when we are cursing the thorns that are in the forest. We might come out of that forest when we are cursing the stones that has even stopped us from catching anything. We might also be there and we are like, the forest was hilly, that's why we didn't get anything. Okay, because we have nothing, like zero experience we can use to get something out of there. So that's why we will come out to complain. On this planet Earth, so many people, we are complaining in that people around us are not helping, are not doing anything as in to help us. That's why some of our relatives are no longer helping us. Even to those who have helped, they have given up on us because we are not even appreciating the little they are doing into our lives. So we should stop complaining. Instead, we should always appreciate and focus to where we are going. Not everyone is going to be always on our side, but we should find ways on how we can work on ourselves and on how we can always find ways for ourselves. People are here today, but tomorrow we don't know whether we are going to keep them around with us or they are going to go away. So get used to every situation. And if at all you get a chance and you get that person who has got the experience from the forest, always tap or always ask. And if you get the answer from them, always use all the techniques that you've got from the people who have got the experience than complaining each and every time. I repeat, people are tired of complainers. That's why we are no longer helped, because complainers are too much. Instead of appreciating even the little around them, they are complaining. Every successful person has got a story behind his success. If we might get a chance and sit with those people that we do admire, and they tell us the whole story, we might end up accepting and say, yes, it has been the process, and it is the process to reach to where we want to be. I was once in a running race. We started when we were so many people. I remember We kept on running, we kept on the run, we kept on. We were consistent from the beginning and we had a lot of energy. But as we kept on running, we reached on the way. Some people, they got tired. Others, they got distracted. Though as other people got some lifts and they had to reach to the ending point very fast, or others, we kept on struggling, though we had no one to push us. I was on the hill still. I wanted to see what was behind the hill. There came one person who had got a lift, and I also wanted a lift from that person. She was on the lift, but I also wanted a lift from her. But I was told, not now. I thought that maybe since I'm climbing, let me be patient. They are likely to wait for me when they reach on top of on the hill. I kept on racing. I kept on chasing them because I had hope that maybe they are likely to wait for me from the top. So it gave me energy to keep on running after them, hoping that when I reach them or when they stop, I am likely to get a lift. I kept on pushing and running until they stopped. By the way, they stopped and I was like, oh my God, they are there, they are waiting for me. So I kept on running. When I reached on them, they told me, for us, we have reached. But I still had a long way to go. I couldn't stop. I couldn't go back. But I was like, it's okay. So long as you've given me the strength to climb this hill, I can now push and keep on running. Where they stopped, it's where I left them. Though we started with too much energy, this is how some people kept on branching. Others were distracted, others were, But I remember I was given a bottle of water. I did not get anything or lift anyone to push me, but I just got a bottle of water from someone who helped me to keep running. I just got this bottle and I kept on running, not until I reached it where I wanted to go. We were many, but now we can count how many we are today, or how many we reached to the ending point today. Though we are still on the journey, but we don't know how many we are likely to continue, or we are likely to branch off, or we are likely to give up. How I wish we can still keep the energy that we started with. Someone might have the interest in a certain business. You have the money, you've got the place, and you are ready to start. There come one day and you're like, today I must open up this shop. When you open up the shop, maybe you are expecting the customers immediately, but it's not how it is going to be, or it's not how it is going to turn up, So, because you expected the customers from the beginning and you have taken like a week without a customer, you are likely to give up very fast. Let me tell you, don't give up. Because you are in a new place, people are not yet getting used to your shop, and you have maybe put something that are not yet been seen by the people who are around you. So you need even to market those things. You need to open wider those doors so that people can even see what is inside. If it is not enough, put some things at the door place, put them outside, get some displays, you can display those things. It's the one way you can market out your shop and you get some customers. Giving up on something that you started with a lot of energy and love, it doesn't make sense. If you don't get customers from the beginning, it doesn't mean that in the near future you are likely not to get customers. No, but just get a solution to that and still get some customers. Marketing your shop is one way to go. Still, you might have got the idea from Mama Shop. And remember, Mama Shop has got all the customers. But since yours is new and you have the same thing of that Mama Shop, and yet Mama Shop, the customers are used to her, everyone is likely to run to Mama Shop and buy from there. There comes jealousy, envy, complaining in you, and yet you have forgotten the techniques that you must use so that you can catch up those people who are just passing your shop. Every problem has got a solution. So you might sit back and see what you need to change, what you need to do, and maybe you change in your time, and see how things might go. So many women did not expect to end up in Saudi Arabia. Maybe they were used to the situation that they were living. But there might have been something that pushed them until they were like, let me go to Saudi Arabia. And they came to work for themselves. Other people were not bothered when they were still with their parents. Not until when their parents left them, maybe they died, and they had to face the situation or the world. They didn't know how to look for money. They didn't know how to work for themselves because they had a support behind them, But since their parents are no more, so they have to look or to do each and everything for themselves. This is how some people came to know that they are their destiny helpers. We at times expect people to help us from the beginning until we get what we want. Others, they do expect to inherit. Others, they expect maybe to be given. And others, they believe in themselves that they can work out themselves and get what they want. But just sit and see if you are your own destiny helper. Let us not always look at people, or let us not always put our hope onto people. People do change anytime, and people have got other things to do than helping us. People have got problems than them to focus on your problem. Okay, so at times we expect people to help us, but themselves, they have also got problems to solve. So learn to be yourself, learn to work out yourself, than always hoping people to help us, than hoping always people to come at any time to help us. Believe in yourself. You have got what it takes to change. At least you have got all what it takes, at least to be to where you want to be. You might not reach today, you might not reach tomorrow, but it is a process. Just believe in yourself and believe in God. Yeah. So some of us, we learned that we are our own destiny helpers than always hoping people to come for or to come and help us. So this message goes to those who always hope or who always put their hope in people to help them. Likewise, women, when they come to work in these countries, when they left maybe their men back home, but those men always hope to get some money from these people. But they can't know that they have got also, like they have also goals. They came for a mission. They have a reasons as to why they came to work for themselves. But keeping like asking for money from someone, keeping asking help from someone, this is something that is keeping people away from us. But just sit down and know, this is me, no one else. You might have a rich parent, you might have rich brothers or sisters, but just know that richness, it is not part of you. You have to work for yourself. You have to focus as you and see where you can go and get what you want. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone. Thank you so much for everything. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for each and everything that you're doing. Yeah, I've been putting this. I didn't want to go dialect, as in dialect, so I had to use like kind of words that are in Proverbs. I didn't want to go dialect because some people might get it, but at least I want you guys to go like to listen to what I've been saying and at least get something out of it. Okay? When at times people will come dialect and say something, there is a way you always get us wrongly. Okay? So there is something I want to say, that some of us, we are our own destiny helpers. And indeed, I'm my own destiny helper. Even if at times I try to get some help or I try to ask some help from some people, I don't always get like what I expect from people. So I came to learn that I myself, I must help myself until I get what I want. I did not one time expect to be in Saudi Arabia, but here I am, I'm working. I'm no longer complaining that people have failed or have refused to help me, because I came to know that I am my own destiny helper. So I no longer bother people.